Claptrap was hacked. Investigate the story about Dr. Ned.
Zombie killer. New missions are available at the Jacobs Cove bounty board.
Someone hacked into Claptrap and left a cryptic message. You were told that Dr. Ned is not to be trusted, and you can find Dr. Ned's old laboratory by taking the boat off the island. Find Dr. Ned's lab and use the secret knock to enter. Oh yeah, that.
A little sympathy here.
It's a lie! Undercover what happened to Frank Ikorsky and delivered his severance. To any employee of the Jacobs Corporation, we at Hypertemps, a division of Hyperion Industrial, offer an invitation to whomever can determine the whereabouts of the contractor we sent to work with Jacobs Company physician. Frank Ikorsky was not reported to his agent for over a month, and as a direct result of this behavior, Frank has been terminated. Now we have a severance package that needs to be delivered to him. Please find information about his new situation and deliver the package. Dr. Ned here. Seems like my antidote from the skag blood didn't quite have the intended results. You're lucky you survived your encounter with the so-called wereskag. I wish I could say he was the only one, but the others test subjects seem to have formed a pack and terrorizing the coastline by the hospital. You should really take care of them to avoid the spread of disease as well. Man, sometimes I wonder if maybe I should have been a villain instead of an NPC. Thinking emoji? Yeah, the fourth wall breaking really does give you that thought of, maybe this isn't canon, since there's a lot of jabs and whatnot. Honestly, seems like they just had fun. They're like, let's make a DLC, and they're like, how about zombies? And they're like, let's do it. And that's literally what they did. They just made a DLC about zombies, and they just had fun with it. They enjoyed themselves, and you could see that this kind of humor is what kind of fed into Borderlands 2's humor. Like, Borderlands 1 had some kind of humor. It's like, oh, Tannis is crazy. She gave Earl her underwear and stuff like that, but it wasn't like that humor was the focus. It was definitely like dark and edgy, like, oh, you caused a ruckus, you must solve it, and stuff like that. Like, this is all your fault. Solve the problem that you caused, and people are dying. Save them. And then, like, the lance is causing danger with the commerce hub. And then they just said, how about we make it wacky and zany? Which I'm all for. The Borderlands games, I love them. Like, I played the fuck out of them. I play the fuck out of them. Hell, I fully intend to play this game again when I'm done with this playthrough. It's like, some of the games I'm like, alright, I'm closing the book with them. I'm not going to play them ever again after playing them for the channel. But some of the games I'm like, I'm totally going to play them again. Like, I'm finding the time to play them for the channel because, again, it gives me an excuse to play them. But some games is just, yeah, man, that game's fun. I want to play it again, and I play it. Like, I fully intend on playing this game again with friends. So, like, you saw my Mordecai character, and I fully intend to get that character with my friend to, like, not to the max level. We're gonna do all the story quests, and that's it. But I fully intend on playing it. However many times it takes us to play this game. Seems as I missed the brain. But like, just imagine what Borderlands could have been if, instead of being more like memey and like internet like referencey, Borderlands 2 was, and it actually followed suit in the Borderlands 1 like pseudo like pseudo serious gameplay. Like, just think about it. Like, what do you think Borderlands would have been if it was actually more serious? Because, like, Borderlands 2 does have air of seriousness in it, and which is why a lot of people love it. But just like imagine if the whole game was that, like just a serious game and written to be serious and designed to be serious. Borderlands 3 just kind of I feel like it did not really give a shit in terms of seriousness. Health boost. But that's just me. Like, I feel like Borderlands 3 didn't, like, it seemed like they were setting up a story with the pre-sequel and Tales from the Borderland, but then they're like, let's just make a game, because like that's what they said. They said that, like, they felt it was time to make a successor to Borderlands because they had an idea and they wanted to do it. But it seems like whatever idea they had with Borderlands, with the pre-sequel and Tales from the Borderlands, they just kind of like dropped it and said, we'll deal with it when it comes to it. Which is why a lot of people think like this 4 isn't the max, is it? Maybe I can't use this item. I guess 4. Oh yeah, 4 times. Yeah, I thought it went up to 10. But no, it's 4 times the damage. Well, seems I've maxed out my shock ability. Jackie O'Callahan's dead. Red Jack, Bigfoot, Whiskey Wellesley, Skelerak. You had me at the Corpse Eaters. The Skelerak just seems to be ridiculous. I guess I got them all. Alright, Red Jack and or Bigfoot and or Whiskey Wellesley. Time to die. Freaking racks. Okay. Is Peanut Gallery gone? Kinda wanna kill Whiskey Wellesley. Fuck. Peanut Gallery. Did I ask for your opinion? Okay, cool. That looks like a corrosive artifact. Hopefully it's for Lilith. Because it is possible to drop artifacts for other players. Nope, it's for Lilith. Thank God. Is it 4 times? It is in fact the 4 times. If I could get the fire and the explosives, we're Gucci in terms of artifacts. I think Red Jack might have one for fire. Sounds like something. Nope, that's for brick, but it's a shock one, so it's not like I'm losing out on anything, because as I mentioned before, I already have a shock 4, and I also have an item in my inventory for it. Wait, where's Red Jack? Did I miss him on the way? Don't tell me the racks are the reason for the music. Oh, there you are. I knew you were somewhere around here. The appearance of Skelerex implies the appearance of a Skelerac Skelerac. What am I trying to say? Skelerac hive. Just don't know why it took me that long to think. Well, now we have our enhanced elemental abilities now. I legitimately thought they went up to 10, but I guess they only go up to 4. Maybe they go up to 5 in New Game Plus, but I don't know. Usually, maybe they do go up to 5, and I can only get it in like New Game Plus or something. We'll see. As in, we'll see. As in, I'll see off screen. Maybe I'll look it up. Maybe I won't. It really doesn't matter, does it? It just increases. Alright, let's make our way into the doll, whatever it's called. Doll. Oh no, Dead Haven. That's what it's called. Dead Haven is in fact New Haven, but with dead zombies. Actually, it's Old Haven with dead zombies. Dead Haven. Just gain some proficiency with this Iridium weapon. I totally said I wasn't gonna do this, but fuck it. It's giving me a freebie. Dead Haven. More zombies that are hitting you, the faster you'll bleed out when you're. Oh, there's only 2 when
Zombies trying to tear your face off. Buy a shield, and then buy an insta health. For when the shield inevitably goes down, you'll be happy upon from the best.
Surprised that 2 zombies were enough to basically insta down when I'm down. I mean, they were psychos, but still. It's also interesting to note that you'll go down faster when zombies are swarming you. It's a nice thing to keep in mind. Crimson Lancer here for some reason. I guess this is in fact Old Haven, but run over by zombies. I'm pretty sure it's just the same map. I don't know if it's actually supposed to be Old Haven just taken over by zombies, or if it's just a reused asset and they're like, this is a town called Dead Haven, but there's the Crimson Lance here, so it kind of implies that, oh yeah, in fact, oh, where did you come from? Oh shit, you can drop turrets? Brain. Was not expecting the lance zombie to throw a turret down. I did not remember it could do that. Now let me recover some health while I assess my situation. I might actually respec my class to actually what's it called, gain some Firehawk stuff. But we'll see. There is a bunch of levels left, and I actually might get rid of the Lawbreaker. What's it called? Enforcer. I actually might take those out and start putting them into the middle tree so I could.
I just keep getting better.
I just got a legendary, so I could start picking up this to get the Phoenix ability, because it is a decent ability. No, it's not that one. There's one where it's like Radiance. That's the. We'll see. I'll keep putting it in here. I mean, I could respec at any time, and I'll do the respec with y'all here, because I always change up my skills to like better suit the playthrough. Also, I got a legendary equalizer, unending firepower, ammo regeneration. Not as much damage, but the fact that it regens ammo. That's a good thing. Shit.
I'm really good at this.
I'm actually surprised I got a legendary revolver. Oh. Oh, fuck.
Yes, feel it.
Pretty sure this is supposed to be like Old Haven, because like we took a boat to leave Zombie Island to come here, right? So it could be like, oh, this is what happened to rest of Pandora. This is technically just an alternate timeline where Dr. Ned created a zombie plague that just ravaged the entirety of Pandora. Certainly a lot of dead lance here.
Who needs Dr. Zed when you have Dr. Ned?
Can't argue with that.
Oh, man.
Dr. Ned is behind a zombie, imagine that.
So, one of my reanimated corpses sorta ate Bill today. And by sorta, I mean he's now crapping his bones in the yard. The good news is he's already paid me rent, and I don't have to listen to him bitch about toenail clippings that totally weren't even mine. Not to mention the popcorn shenanigans. Consider this my solemn promise to begin attempting evil for the sake of profit from this point on. My brother, who isn't even the same as me in disguise, would never support me in this. I hope no one ever finds these logs and incriminates me to my employer, Jacobs, because that would probably set off a whole chain of events where I have to try and kill them with my horrific creations. Oh well.
Alright, let's read this. Dr. Ned seems to be behind the zombies. You decided to contact Jacob so that he doesn't get away with it. But first, you feel better to have more evidence to ensure that they believe you. Surely they'll send the troops or somehow their help, right? You'll need to find a satellite communications array in order to send the echoes to them.
Testing. This is the first official entry of my, Dr. Ned's Scientific Discovery Journal. My ongoing mission to extend the lives of those who have already passed. We must remain vigilant in our... Bill, are you making popcorn? What did we talk about? Dude, we just talked about this. Where was I? Maybe the human rays from the stale clenches of death. That sounds like a kicking party. Is that how the kids are saying it, kicking? Anyway, here ends my first official journal entry.
Okay. I don't know where he'd be making my popcorn.
Greetings, loyal Nedcast viewership. Now in the third week of my clinical trials with corpse reanimation. The skin cells have reacted well to the treatment, but the bodies themselves seem to have uncontrollable hunger. Right now, it seems all they crave is raisins and bran muffins. But I fear with strength applied to the cell reanimation, their hunger will grow much stronger and possibly dangerous. Fear not, I will trudge forward unhindered by the possible destruction of mankind. Am I mad? Probably. But at least I don't make popcorn when people are trying to work.
Also, since I fixed my problems with the video stuff, I can actually return on the bloom field effects and flare-outs. Shouldn't change much, but I figured I'd do that. Oh yeah, there's also the side quest. It's alive. Info number 1 is actually here.